Hello friends, welcome to this video. So in this video we'll be talking about how to build a image converter inside the browser using HTML Canvas API. Let me show you the demo of this application. It looks something like this. We are using Bootstrap for building the user interface of this application, and we allow the user to input the image file. Then we have a lot of choices. We can convert to JPG, PNG, WebP. So it is a image and WebP converter. You can convert to any format that you want in this drop down GIF, BMP, TIFF. So let's suppose if I select any image file, this JPG image file, if I select, if I want to convert this into WebP, simply click on that and you will see the live preview of the image, converted image. There is a button out there. If you click that button, you will see your JPG image has been converted to WebP image. You can directly open it in the browser. You can see that. So now if you take this WebP image that you got, if you want to convert this into a PNG image, you will select drop down PNG. Now click on convert image, and now you will actually see your WebP image will be converted to PNG image. So you can back and forth, you can do with any format. You can take any image, WebP image, you can convert this into BMP, and you will actually see the WebP image has been converted to BMP. So we will try to build this application, which is actually using the HTML Canvas API. If you don't know about HTML Canvas API, it is available for every browser. You can read more about it in the docs. So we will be using two of the methods, which is toData_URL, which is a very famous method which returns the base64 URL of the image. So if you go to the method section right here, you can read more about it. So let's start. So I will delete everything, and you need a single index.html file for this purpose. No third-party libraries we are using. We are simply using a single index.html file, and you will be able to build an image converter. So just give it a title, and we also need to include the CDN or Bootstrap because for building the user interface. And after this, we will be attaching a class to it of BG Lite P5. These are all bootstrap classes. Then we'll be using the container class card MX auto. So this is actually the card class, padding 4. It will also have the shadow, and it will be having a width. Let me give it a max width of 500 pixel. Inside this, we will have a h1 tag, which will simply say to the user that it's an image converter. Align it in the center position, text center. FX is fonts. FS font size will be control 3. Font weight, which is bold, MB4. So these are all bootstrap classes. So if you look inside your browser, it will look something like this. And then we allow the user to input the image file. So for that we will have a div tag MB3 margin bottom 3. Here we will be having input type file. We only be accepting images files. We'll say image slash star, and we'll be giving a form control class or bootstrap. So it will look something like this, choose file button. So after this, we will be having a drop down where we will have various choices out there. So this will be for target format, and we will simply say to the user that convert to format, which format you want to convert. So we'll be giving a form label class of bootstrap. So here after this label, we will have different options, a select tag, and inside this we will define various options. So first option will be for image slash JPG. So it will be holding the mem type. This will be for JPG. So in the similar way, we will have all the choices. Let me paste the choices. We have JPG, PNG, WebP, GIF, BMP, TIF, FF. You can add more choices if you have. You give it an ID here of to this select field, target format. You're giving a bootstrap class of form select. So it will look something like this. Then just need a button to submit this form. So after this dgrid class, we will use, give it an ID to the button, that is convert button. Target it in the JavaScript and just give it some bootstrap classes, which is btn primary, margin bottom 4. So this completes the user interface, and now we concentrate on the JavaScript. So just include the external file which will be using script.js. So in this file you will be writing all the JavaScript code. So first of all, what we need to do, we just need to get references of all the DOM elements that we have declared, which is image input, given an ID here of image input, target format select, so which format you want to select. Let me get this reference as well. You're given an ID here of target format. Then we will be getting the convert button reference. Then we will be having the reference of converted image. So this I haven't declared, preview container, download button. So these three things will be coming after the form. When you submit the form, outside this form, if you see, outside this, we will have a div tag, and here we'll be showing the output image. So we'll be giving an ID here, preview container, and this will not be shown to the user. So display none or bootstrap class, so it will be hidden. So this section will be hidden whenever you load the application for the very first time. You give it a fs5 fw bold. So you simply say converted image, and then we'll be simply be having the image tag. So we'll be giving an ID to this image tag, which is converted image, so that we can target in JavaScript. Giving a bootstrap class of preview image and image fluid. And after this, we will be having a download button just below this image. So here we will have this anchor tag. We will give it an ID to this anchor tag, which is download button. So this will simply say to the user that download converted image. Giving a bootstrap class of btn success to make it green, margin top 4, and it will also be not shown, so d none. So we have given both these classes right here, d none. It will not be shown to the user early on. And also make sure you give it a download attribute because it's a download button, that's why. So now coming back to the JavaScript, we do need to get references. Similarly to the preview container as well, we have given an ID here to this. And similarly the download button. So now you have got all the references of all the DOM elements. Now we can declare a variable which is original image. So we'll be using this variable in this script. So image input, first of all, let me bind a onChange event handler to this input field. So whenever the user selects a image file, this event will trigger. And here we need to read the image. First of all, we do need to prevent the auto submission of the form. And then here will be check if the image is correct. In that case, we will use the file reader API once again to read the image in the browser, file reader API, and then this reader object contains a event which is onload. So when the image is loaded successfully, this callback function will execute, and inside this function we just need to read the image. Original image is equal to new image constructor, and then original image dot source is equal to e.target.result. So e.target.result actually return the base 64 code of the input image. So this value base 64 code, and we are initializing it to original image dot source, this variable, global variable that we declared. So after reading the input image file, now we need to attach the on click listener to the convert button. So when we click the convert button, this event handler will fire. So here this callback function will execute. So here we need to first of all check if the original image is not. So this means that if the original image is corrupted or it is not defined, in either of these cases we will simply show a alert message to the user that please upload an image and return. So if the image is already there, then in that case we will get the value of the target format that the user has selected. Target format select dot value. So whatever format the user has selected from the drop down. So after we will get this value, and now we'll be using the HTML canvas API. For that we will be creating the element using create element function of JavaScript, and then we'll be getting the 2D context using canvas.getContext function, and we'll be initializing the canvas width is equal to the original image width and original canvas height, original image dot height, and context dot, we will be using this function draw image to actually draw the image on the canvas. So we will draw this original image. X coordinate will be 0, y coordinate is 0, that's all. So after drawing this, we will be getting the we can now convert the canvas image to blob. So we have a function right here in this canvas API which is toBlob. This function returns a blob here, right here, and now this blob can be converted to a URL. So we have a function right here, URL dot create object URL. This is also a part of the HTML canvas API. So here it takes the blob and returns a URL. And now we get this URL right here so that we can do converted image URL, converted image dot source is equal to converted image URL. And now when the image loads successfully, converted image, we again have this onload function. So when the image is successfully loaded, we now need to show the preview container. So we need to unhide it. So unhide it, we need to remove that hidden class which we define in the HTML, which is dnone, and also show the download button. And download button, download is equal to convert. This is actually the file name that we are giving. So the file name will be in this bracket, converted image. You can give any file name. converted image dot, and then followed by the extension name. So this depends upon which format the user has selected. So in our case, it is present in this value target format, and we can now use a split function here to actually get the extension, the first value. This will be the full name alongside with the extension. Now we can simply say show the download button, remove the class of dnone. So here, if you just see two blob function right here, if you closely notice, here we need to pass the target format as a second argument to this function. If you see, so this is actually the canvas to blob function. So here it takes two arguments. First is the blob and second is the target format. So both these things are there. Target format, we are getting the value from it. So this completes the application. If I now test this application, if I select convert this into Webp, click on convert, I think some error has taken place. Cannot read properties of null. Image input. Let me see. Image input. Let me see if we have given an ID here. We haven't given an ID, so just give it an ID right here. Image input. Convert to Webp. Please upload an image. It is saying file is not defined. Let me see. In the JavaScript code right here, it is telling me in this line number. Just wait, guys. Let me see. Oh, we forgot to get the file, the actual file. We do need to get the actual file, which is const file, and here from this we can say e.target.files, the actual file, which is 0. So now we are comparing it in the if condition after getting that file. So if I make that change, once again select the file, select the format, please upload an image. I think we do need to refresh the page for that. uh, Please upload an image file. uh, I think some typo mistake has happened, guys. So what I will do, this is my code right here. You can find the full code in the description. Sometimes in programming, typo mistakes can happen. So this is the overall. see. This was the overall application, guys. The image converter right in the browser itself. So all the source code will be given in the description. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I will be seeing you in the next one.